Red Nose Day 2019. Who are the presenters for Comic Relief on the BBC? Manchester Eve, Emma Willis, Paddy McGuinness, Joe Sugg, and Zoe Ball are amongst those presenting Comic Relief on BBC One this year. It's the first major fundraising event of the year, and it is set to be a glittering affair as we all come together and dig deep for an important cause. Or Red Nose Day as we widely recognize it, is back on Friday, March 15th with a star-studded live telethon to give something back in return for vital donations. The spectacular will air on One beginning at 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. They will then switch to Funny, and raising money is the bedrock of this biannual event, which is supported alternately by sister projects Sport Relief, meaning that every 12 months, incredible amounts of money is being raised to transform the lives of vulnerable people and communities throughout the UK and internationally. Founded by comedian and actor Sir Lenny Henry and scriptwriter Richard Curtis, Comic Relief's Red Nose Day and Sport Relief appeals have raised more than £1 billion for charity. This year, for weddings and a funeral, writer Curtis has reunited the cast 25 years since they were last seen together for a one-off, extra special sketch. Plus there has already been a celebrity version of The Apprentice, and 9 brave celebs tackled Mount Kilimanjaro to help raise money for Comic Relief. So who's taking to the stage this year for Comic Relief? The first part of the evening, hosted by Sir Lenny, David Tennant, Zoe Ball, Emma Willis, Romesh Ranganathan, and will feature a whole host of special sketches plus a special performance by the cast of Only Fools and Horses the musical. This will then be followed by Comic Relief Does University Challenge, when it makes the channel switch before hosts Lenny Henry, Rob Beckett, Clara Amfo, and Joe Sugg return with more comedy sketches and a performance from the cast of Magic Mike Live. The former Big Brother and celebrity Big Brother presenter is no stranger to live TV, but Emma Willis has never took to the Comic Relief stage. Speaking of working with the charity this year, the 42-year-old said, "For me, I think it's especially exciting to be hosting part of Red Nose Day because I've watched it my whole life, and for me it's appointment to view television. Having watched everybody do it over the years, to finally be a part of it for me is a bit of a milestone. I think it's a brilliant." Emma also added that she is most looking forward to the One Red Nose Day and a wedding film. Bolton comic Paddy McGuinness may not be a new face to TV, but is another fresh face on the Red Nose Day telethon lineup. "I've done stuff with Comic Relief over the years, but every time the live show has come up I've been somewhere else or I've been doing something at the time," says the 45-year-old, who is also set to take on a new job as team captain on Celebrity Juice. Paddy added, "The stars have never aligned. But they have this time. Just like Zoe, this isn't Britain's Got Talent judges' first time rising to the challenge of Comic Relief. In 2009, Alicia Dixon was the first of 9 famous faces to take on the mammoth Mount Kilimanjaro in aid of the charity. Alongside the likes of Girls Aloud's Cheryl Cole and Kimberly Walsh, and led by Take That's Gary Barlow, the group completed the climb in 5 days, raising more than pound $3.5 million for Comic Relief. It's an incredible charity which I have always admired," says the former Miss Teague singer. "It's important that comedian Romesh Ranganathan is helping bring a bit of comedy to proceedings, and the good news is, he has been invited back as co-presenter following his debut in 2017. On why he wanted to get involved, the League of Their Own panelists said, "Because I grew up watching it as a huge comedy fan, and it instilled in so many people in this country the need to help people who are less fortunate, and to do it in that most British of ways, with humour." Also no stranger to the Comic Relief stage is comedian Rob Beckett. The Celebs Go Dating narrator said about this year's Comic Relief, "There are some incredible sketches and exclusive clips from your favorite shows and celebrities. Plus it's live, so it could all go wrong, and even if it does go belly up, I am sure that will be pretty funny. It has been 10 years since Broadchurch and former Doctor Who actor David Tennant last took to presenting duties for comic relief alongside Davina McCall. Speaking about his return, the 47-year-old said it's comic relief such a great charity and does some incredible good. Comic relief is a national institution. It's great fun, it's like national service. If you get a call from comic relief, you don't say no. BBC Radio 2 host Zoe Ball has already gone above and beyond to raise money for comic relief. Last year, as part of the Sport Relief campaign, the breakfast show presenter took on the challenge of cycling from Blackpool to Brighton. In 5 days, Zoe cycled over 350 miles and raised almost pound 1.2 million for the charity. The 48-year-old aimed to raise awareness of mental health by highlighting how Sport Relief Cash helps support mental health projects across the UK after the loss of her partner Billy Yates. Talking about taking part in Friday night's telethon, Zoe said I've always been a huge supporter of comic relief, but I think over the years I've seen more and more evidence of where the money goes and how people's generosity really does go such a long way in helping so many people. Doing my cycle challenge for Sport Relief, I got to see that firsthand and how emotional that whole experience was. People got involved, fresh from strutting his stuff on Strictly Come Dancing. YouTuber Joe Sugg is taking on one of his first big gigs since his dance journey came to a close. When asked what viewers can expect from the evening's entertainment, the 27-year-old said, "From what I've heard so far, it's fully jam-packed with brilliant sketches and performances, which makes me even more surprised I got the call up." Switching from Radio 1 to BBC 1 for the evening, radio DJ Clara Amfo will also be on presenting duties for comic relief for the first time. On why she's getting involved this year, the 34-year-old said, "I wanted to get involved with comic relief this year as I believe that people do have an inherent desire to help those who are less fortunate and generally in need. I've never known it not to be on TV, and it's a great way for people to express their empathy and put it into that all-important action when donating." The comedian and actor is the honorary life president of Comic Relief, having founded the charity 30 years ago alongside scriptwriter Richard Curtis. Sir Lenny is heavily involved in the charity and has seen how the money raised helps firsthand. Speaking about why comic relief is so important to him, the 60-year-old said, "Comic relief is important to me, because it's something that's been a huge part of my life since my late 20s. I remember taking my daughter to school when she was a toddler and everyone was wearing red wigs and red noses with their clothes on back to front. All of those people, we have people wearing t-shirts and badges to support it. It's much bigger now. Every year, what stays the same is the level of commitment. That's why it's important."
Raindrop, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot bar. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.